Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15. I'm Todd Harmon, joined once again by Jack Conley. And tonight, the Magicians of Marblehead come in to attempt some black magic here at Broome Fieldhouse against your Somerville Highlanders. And Jack, we have some breaking news, as we were just informed by head coach Sheila Freitas-Haley of the Highlanders that the Northeast Conference, the NEC, the division, the conference that the Highlanders are in, has decided and voted the Greater Boston League members, the former Greater Boston League members, including the Highlanders, out of the NEC. So the two-year experiment of the GBL coming over to the NEC has been dissolved today by members of the NEC, and Coach Freitas-Haley not happy with this situation, wearing black tonight. In addition to that, Marblehead, one of the votes to remove the former GBL members, including Somerville.
And Todd, not only is Somerville upset, but I'm sure their former GBL counterparts, Medford, Revere, Malden, are certainly extremely upset, because what do we do now?
Right.
It's not like we can just reform the GBL again. Cambridge, as you know, is now part of the Dual County League, and so now we've got some orphans now adrift, and it's certainly going to be a little upsetting. A little bit more motivation for Coach Freitas-Haley tonight, especially knowing that Marblehead cast that deciding vote to send the former GBL team
Absolutely.
packing.
Absolutely. No question about that. Of course, head coach Paul Moran for the Magicians on the other side. Coach Freitas-Haley made very, very clear that no personal animosity along with Coach Moran. Coach Moran is a fantastic person, has been on the North Shore coaching for years. Coach back in Saugus back in the day as well, and is helping out with the Magicians this year. But somebody else in the Magicians athletic department made that decision, and Coach Freitas-Haley would love to get that victory tonight to, as she said, stick it to them a bit.
I appreciate outstanding plays by all teams and athletes, supporting decisions by coaches and officials,
Nice job. Well
showing
done.
your role model on the court and in the stands, using only positive language and gestures, removing your hat and remain standing for the entire national anthem, and entering and exiting the area safely. Not doing your part to assure Somerville athletic events are safe and positive may result in being told to leave or being banned from local sporting events. Somerville High School is a smoke and vape-free facility. Use of these products on their school grounds will result in removal from the contest. In case of an emergency, members of the game staff team will be directing you to the best possible exit. Section 1, if you look above you, will exit out the emergency exit located next to the bleachers. Section 2 and 3 will exit out the side door, the same door that you entered the, and the teams will proceed out the main doors and out to the atrium area. Handicapped guests and teams may also exit those areas as well. Please look behind the wall to identify your sections. And now the starting lineups for Marblehead High School. A sophomore, number 5, Bridget Gable. A senior, number 11, Simone Lichterbach. A sophomore, number 12, Maddie Erskine. A junior, number 31, Maddie Laurie. And a senior, number 40, Darcy O'Sullivan. The Magicians are coached by Mr. Paul Moran. And now, for your Somerville Highlanders. Starting at guard, by junior number 4, Jennifer Velasquez. Starting at guard, a senior number 15, Caitlin Seeley. Starting at forward, a sophomore number 22, Elizabeth McEwen. Starting at forward, a sophomore number 23, Jill Hutchinson. Starting at forward, a sophomore number 24, Bridget Fraser. The Highlanders are coached by Ms. Sheila Freitas-Haley. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to rise and please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
So we are ready for basketball action here at Broome Field House as the Magicians come in with a record of 4-6 on the season. Somerville 1-7 on the season. Highlanders looking for their second win of the year.
And Todd, I understand the Magicians have beaten Gloucester, Medford, Hamilton, one of them, and Drake. They got a 2-game win streak going, and the Highlanders want to work a little magic of their own with hopefully a potion that's been drawn up to reel the Magicians here tonight.
See Taylor Casey there as she's in the civvies tonight with a knee brace on, unable to play.
Paul's sister is Nellie and Caitlin Dwyer are officials tonight. Paul is the referee throwing the ball up right now, Todd.
Maddie Erskine, as well as Bridget Frazier out there. The tip goes to the Highlanders as Elizabeth McEwen comes away with it. Hutchinson running the point for the Highlanders. Zone defense for the Magicians. So they start off in the 2-3 look. Working the ball around, Hutchinson will penetrate, kick it back out. Three-pointer is up, it's no good. As Velasquez missed that one. Magicians back the other direction. Bridget Gable handling the point for them. Good active hands on the inside. Hutchinson able to knock that ball up, now fighting for it down on the ground. She does come away with it.
It was nice the official did not hurry to call a tie ball or a held ball at that point. Let both players try and gain control. Good non-call, Todd.
They work it to McEwen. Her three-pointer from the left corner hits nothing but the bottom of the net, and the Highlanders have the lead. Early 3-0 lead for the Highlanders as the Magicians work their offense. The three-pointer from the left wing is up and no good as Simone Likhtarov missed that one. Magicians extending that zone, three-quarter court. Highlanders able to break the pressure. Hutchinson has it on the right corner. Dribbles on the baseline, puts up the shot, and it's good. Nice job there by Jill Hutchinson.
Nice move under the basket, Todd. She went around, reverse layup.
The Magicians working around the perimeter now, trying to get in against that zone defense of the Highlanders. The three-pointer is put up from the right corner. It's no good. Rebound tipped out and taken away by Likhtarov. Her shot is up. It's no good. Rebound fought for and brought away by O'Sullivan. Three-pointer from the top of the key is no good for the Magicians. Hutchinson comes away with the rebound. 5-0 early lead for the Highlanders as Frazier's pass a little too hard, a little off target to McEwen, out of bounds off of McEwen. Highlanders very motivated in this game. Jill Hutchinson, really quick hands there, able to steal that one. Unfortunately gets the ball taken away. Gable feeds it up court. Shot is put up, and that one is good by Gable. Timeout's going to be taken by the Highlanders. They lead 5-2, 5:14 remaining here in the first quarter of play. A nice opening for the Highlanders tonight.
And I think Coach Freitas Haley is a little upset because she sees that there is a definite opportunity to get a break going. They've handled the little pressure well. I think she's a little disappointed in a couple of rebounds that easily should have been controlled because the ball came down and it was tied up. But I think she's looking for the opportunity to run. And we've had a couple of very good and very active assaults on the Magicians' zone. And that nice three-point shot to open the game by Elizabeth McEwen. Now, that's her shot. She's hit that well all year. So I think we'll be looking to see a few more of those this evening.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. Elizabeth McEwen, good quick trigger whenever she gets the ball. Showing it earlier with that three-pointer. So we have a substitution for the Highlanders. Into the game comes Jada West. On the floor right now for the Highlanders, you have Frazier, West, Hutchinson, Seeley, and Velasquez. So they try to trap. They're able to easily break the trap as Frazier passes the ball off, and the ball travel is called as Velasquez had her shot blocked that time by O'Sullivan.
A good way to break down the mid-court trap. Did a nice job, just couldn't finish.
Magicians with a three-pointer from the right corner, no good. Knifing in for the rebound was O'Sullivan. She kicks it back out. Tips that one to Erskine. Rebound pulled away by West this time. As Velasquez will slow it down, feed it off to Seeley. Kicks it back to Velasquez. West has it now, as she'll go up for the shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by Lichterov. The baseline drive there. Foul's going to be called on the Highlanders. That's going to go against Frazier. That's her first team foul against the Highlanders. At the line shooting 2 will be Maddie Lowy. Lowy's first shot is no good. Substitutions as Bella Chiaravalati checks into the game for the Highlanders. Second shot is up and it's good. Full court pressure now being applied by the Magicians. Frazier will feed it up towards Chiaravalati. Out of bounds though. Turnover to the Magicians.
The long pass was a good idea, Todd, but unfortunately you got to make sure it's to somebody and not off the floor. But they had the press beat, had the ball get to Chiaravalati.
So Magicians with the runner. As Walton tried that one. Highlanders with the rebound back the other direction is Hutchinson. Looking for some help. She gets it from West. West now trapped in the corner. Her pass goes out. Frazier will pick that one up. Frazier looking for Hutchinson. Almost knocked away. Gable did a nice job on that one. Magicians will get the turnover. Trailing by 2. Highlanders leading 5-3. Gable feeds it to the inside. Kick back to the outside. Three-pointer up from the right wing is no good by Maddie Lowy. Long rebound taken by Chiaravalati. She's fouled over there, it looks like. No timeout was called.
No, we have a timeout. I think she had the timeout before any foul action.
Heady play there by Chiaravalati, not allowing a turnover to happen. Of course, turnovers have been the Somerville struggle throughout the season thus far.
And Todd, right now we've already got 5 by my unofficial count so far, with still a couple minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, it's the problem that's plagued the Highlanders all year, and that unfortunately they've done a nice job attacking the mid-court press. Just couldn't connect on the pass to the open player in the corner where there was going to be an easy 2-on-1 advantage under the basket. So certainly frustrating for Coach Freitas Haley.
Highlanders leading by 2, 5-3. And they will have the ball inbounding near the end of their bench. And Marblehead will pull back their pressure. So the Highlanders will be able to set their offense with 3:20 remaining here in the first quarter. There's that half-court trap attempt. They get it off to West. Her shot is no good. Chiaravalati with the rebound, puts it up and in, kisses it off the glass.
Textbook way to beat that half-court press, Todd.
Really good job by the Highlanders in that situation as Erskine has it. She looks to the interior, and the foul's going to be called against Frazier. That's her second personal and second team foul for the Highlanders. Bridget Frazier, very important piece to the Highlander puzzle. Don't want to see her get into foul trouble. She's going to take a seat with two early fouls.
And she can't sit out for too long because she's a big cog in this offense and defense, Todd.
Scalette drives to the interior. Shot is put up, and it is good by Walton. Somerville very quickly up court. Passes across. A little too hard. Out of bounds off of Caitlin Seeley.
Coach Ferris Haley exhorting the players to take their time. They were so excited about the open player and just a little bit too much on that pass, unfortunately, for another turnover, Todd.
2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders leading by 2, 7-5. Lowy has it, feeds it to the interior, back out to Lowy. Her three-pointer is up, and it is good, and the Magicians take the lead on the Maddie Lowy three-pointer. Full court pressure being applied by the Magicians as Hutchinson picks up her dribble, looks for help, gets it from West. She feeds it up to Seeley. Seeley goes in and puts it home. Nice job breaking the pressure. That's the Highlanders. So they kick it out. Her shot by Gable from the left wing, no good. Out of bounds as they fought for the rebound, and the Highlanders will have it.
And we have 4 different people who've scored so far in this first period. Talvalotti, we have Seeley, McEwen, and Hutchinson have all got points here in this first period.
Absolutely. As Leda De Cruz in the game, feeds it up to Farina. Her shot is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Magicians as Walton has it. Back quickly the other direction. Lowy goes in. She gets fouled as she goes up for the layup. She will go back to the line for 2. Foul goes against Lauren Farina. Her first. Team's third foul. Lowy's first is good. Tie ball game now 9-9. Minute 34 remaining. Lowy has 1 shot remaining at the free throw line. It is up, and it is good.
Good.
1 point lead for the Magicians. So they go to a 3-quarter press. Hutchinson feeds it up to De Cruz. The latest shot is up. It is no good. Back the other direction are the Magicians. Gable penetrates. Her shot is up. No good. And we're going to have an over the back called that time as Walton reached over. Seeley had really good position. And Walton called for the over the back. That's going to be the first personal on her and the first team foul against the Magicians. Now Marblehead extending that pressure all the way, full court. Frazier has it, trying to break the pressure, tried to feed it off to Velasquez. It's stolen away by the Magicians. 3-pointer put up, no good that time by O'Sullivan. Rebound fought for, pulled away by Seeley. Now Frazier has it. She pushes the tempo. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter as McEwen's shot from the left wing, no good. Marblehead back as Walton has it. Feeds to the inside as O'Sullivan's shot is initially blocked by Frazier. She puts it back up, no good. She gets her own rebound. As Gillette now, her shot is up. She is fouled. That one's going to go against Hutchinson. That's her first personal foul. 4th team foul against the Highlanders. 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter at the line. Shooting 2 is Gillette. First shot is good. Second shot by Gillette. Lane violation is called against the Magicians, so if she had made it, it would have been wiped away. It's a 2-point lead for Marblehead to extend that pressure. Elizabeth McEwen gets it near midcourt, feeds it off, and they have broken the pressure. They can set their offense. 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter, and the bank is open as Jennifer Velasquez has a 3-point withdrawal for a Highlander lead at 12-11. Gable back the other direction, 8 seconds left. The three-pointer put up by Lowy is no good. 4 seconds left now as Frazier has it. It'll roll out of bounds with just under a second remaining, and the Magicians will inbounds at midcourt. O'Sullivan gets the inbounds, but that will do it for the first quarter of play as the Highlanders lead 12-11 over the Magicians of Marblehead. A good first quarter overall for Somerville.
And Todd, we have 5 different Highlanders who've been able to get into the book so far tonight, whereas Maddie Lowry's been the story for the Magicians over at for Marblehead with 6 points in the first period. But the Highlanders have done a very good job, I think, of dealing with the press. Unfortunately, the last pass has been a little bit too hard or too high, but they've handled it pretty well.
Absolutely, they have. As you've seen, you just got to see all of the baskets by all of the different Highlanders right there during this break in between quarters. As you pointed out, Jack, we've got basically 5 made baskets for the Highlanders by 5 different Highlanders. So very balanced scoring that we see from the Highlanders. And, of course, a 1-point lead as well. So they came out excited. They were motivated due to the vote earlier today involving their conference standing. And you can definitely see that manifest itself on the court.
Let's watch and see how Bridget Frazier handles herself now. She's got 2 fouls. She's in control most of the time. I think she's going to be able to still play a considerable amount, knowing that she's probably being coached to be a little less aggressive and not to pick up that 3rd foul. So let's watch and see how we do here in the second period. She's in the lineup, and we're ready to go.
Absolutely. She's down in the low post in the 2-3 zone that's set up. So extend it out a little bit. Gable running the point for the Magicians, feeds it to Lowy. So they work it down to O'Sullivan. Looking for some help is Lichterov. Out of bounds off of the Highlanders.
Velasquez did a nice job coming over to tip that pass away and force the ball out of bounds, Todd. And now the Highlanders are regrouping.
Erskine feeds Gable. She drives into the paint, kicks it off to O'Sullivan. Her shot is up, no good. And foul is going to be called. See who this goes against. That one's going to go against Caitlin Seeley. That's her first personal foul, the 5th team foul against the Highlanders. Bridget Gable at the line for 2. First shot is up. Good. You can see the replay here. O'Sullivan's shot goes up. Gable makes the second. Magicians take the lead 13-12, and they apply the pressure. But that is broken as Jennifer Velasquez able to get past it, but then tried to drop it off to Elizabeth McEwen and lost control as it goes out of bounds. Another Highlander turnover.
And Todd, the hard work was breaking through, getting through. Velasquez did a nice job. That drop-off pass, just a little bit too much on it.
As Belichier Velati checks back into the game for Elizabeth McEwen. As they tried to feed it to O'Sullivan, Bridget Frazier got her hand in there, knocked it away. Magicians maintain control. O'Sullivan's shot from the foul line, no good. She runs down her own rebound, and stepping on the line is going to be Simone Lichterov. Lichterov with the turnover there. The Magicians working the three-quarter court press. Hutchinson easily able to break that. She feeds it down to Frazier as a baseline drive, kicks it off, back out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives in, kicks it to Velati. Her foul line shot is no good, and the Magicians come away with a rebound. Gable feeds it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan goes up for the runner, no good, and we have a foul. That one's going to be called against Caitlin Seeley. It's going to be her second personal foul. 16 foul against the Highlanders. It's Kiara West checks back into the game, or I should say Jada West checks back into the game. Gable, the three-pointer from the left corner, no good. Kiara Velati with the rebound, feeds it quickly to Frazier. So work it around. Hutchinson feeds Frazier over to West in the corner. West thinks better of a baseline drive, feeds it back to Frazier. Looking for help, she gets it from Hutchinson. And Hutchinson gets fouled as she was looking for the shot.
And I think that was Anika Haley on that one, I believe, Todd.
Yep, Anika Haley picks that one up. That's her first, a second team foul against the Magicians. Highlanders inbounding as Frazier gets it. Over to Hutchinson. Looking to feed West. Knocked away, but out of bounds by the Magicians as Maddie Erskine got her hands on it for a moment. Hutchinson feeds Frazier. Back over to Hutchinson. As she goes in, her runner is up. It's no good.
Good job penetrating, though, Todd. She found the seam, got inside. The ball just didn't drop it. Nice penetration.
Erskine with it. She feeds it back out. Now she has it back to the corner. Her jumper is up. No good. As West comes away with the rebound, feeds it up to Velasquez. And now a foul is called against the Magicians. Hutchinson looked to penetrate that time and make the layup. She was fouled. She'll go to the line for two. That's a second personal against Anika Haley. Third team foul against the Magicians. First shot by Hutchinson is good.
While those substitutions are on, Todd, Jill Hutchinson didn't make those moves beginning of the season. She's got a little more confidence going inside, trying to find that seam and taking that shot. Made a lot of improvement so far this year, Todd.
Second shot by Hutchinson, no good. Rebound brought out by Gable, but she steps on the line out of bounds. So a tie ball game 13-13, and the Highlanders will have possession. 5:36 remaining in the half. As West has it, she puts up the three and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Hutchinson, good quick hands, almost stole that one away. Ends up tying it up. And on the alternating possession, the Highlanders will have it. Great job there by Jill Hutchinson.
Yeah, she's really shown some improvement through the course of the season, Todd, not just offensively, but defensively, positioning to tie up that ball. Nice job overall.
Frazier has it, feeds it over to West. West has the ball taken away. She gets called for the foul as she tried to take the ball back from Gable.
No doubt a little miffed the fact that she lost control of the ball, was in a hurry to try and get it back, and was a little too aggressive trying to do that, Todd, resulting in the foul.
That is Jada's first personal. Seventh team foul against the Highlanders, so Gable will go to the line shooting 1-1.
And we're going to have 5 minutes of bonus situation, Todd, which certainly not a benefit. We're still another 3 fouls away for before the Highlanders will shoot.
First shot up by Gable is no good. They try to apply the pressure, easily broken by the Highlanders as Frazier and Hutchinson able to get it across. Frazier feeding to Cruz down low, kicks it out. West from the corner for the three, no good. Rebound by Velasquez, kicks it out to Hutchinson. And Cruz tries the three, but she had a little stutter step there on the step back three. 3-point Highlander lead after the turnover.
All right, Jill Hutchinson on that had a pretty wide open shot at the top of the key, Todd. Very unselfish passer, but she had a wide open shot that is certainly makeable.
It's Gable from the top of the key, no good. Rebound put up by Gillette and sticks on the rim. Jada West trying to show the vertical to get to that. Couldn't quite reach it.
There we go.
There we go. Good aim with the ball, though. Magicians will inbound to the right of their basket. Walton inbounds that one. Stolen away by Velasquez. And Gable gets called for the reach-in. That's going to be Gable's first. Fourth team foul against the Magicians. So they look to extend their pressure here. Hutchinson feeds it forward to DeCruz, and Gable gets called. As she reached in there as Hutchinson tried to pass that one. So Gable gets called for her second personal. Two very quickly there for Bridget Gable. And 5 team fouls now against the Magicians.
And Miss Gable's done a good job handling the ball, so we're going to see how well they can operate without their little point guard.
As Frazier gets met at midcourt, the call's going to be over and back or carrying the ball. I guess it would be over and back, and he recognizes that was incorrect.
It was not.
Frazier did not maintain any position, did not come across the midcourt line at all, so he quickly adjusted that call. West corner three is short. Rebound pulled away by the Magicians as Candelaria with it. And that one's out of bounds off of the Magicians. So the Highlanders with the 3-point lead, and they have the ball again. 4:06 remaining in the half as West will take a seat. Elizabeth McEwen back into the game. And power has been lost to the scoreboard and the possession error.
And let's hope everything resets, Todd.
Yes.
Okay,
all right.
well, there's
we have light on the scorer's table. We have everything right back to where it was. It was like it never happened. Just plug that thing right back in. Full court pressure applied once again by the Magicians as they feed it forward to DeCruz. She looks forward to McEwen. A little bit too much excitement on that one, Jack. She had her wide open.
Todd, that was textbook. Beat the press with the good passes. That last pass wide open would have been an easy layup. Got to frustrate the coach because I know they probably spent a long time working on that.
Bounce pass. Bounce pass. Got to use the bounce pass. Back the other direction now, the Magicians with it. Runner is put up by Candelaria. No good. We have a foul called on the rebound as it was fought for. It's going to go against the Magicians. That one goes against Leela Walton. That's her second personal. 6th team foul against the Magicians.
There it is.
Half-court pass to McEwen. Ball barely tipped as she tried to get it to DeCruz, and the Magicians back the other direction. Lowy with the three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Hutchinson, nice rebound there, feeds it forward to Velasquez. Her shot is no good. Frazier's there, tries to clean it up. Her shot is no good. DeCruz fights for the rebound, but gets it pulled away as Gillette came away with it.
Great opportunity there, Todd. Just too bad. 3 shots and 1 couldn't drop.
Candelaria feeds Walton. Her shot is up. It's no good. Hutchinson gets the rebound. Highlanders with the 3-point lead, 16-13. McEwen thought about it. Instead, passed it off to Frazier. DeCruz now from the left corner. Her shot is up. It's no good. Hutchinson, nice hands there defensively. Almost steals it away, but the Magicians maintain. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the half.
Oh, running right
Gillette.
into.
With the shot, it's good on the runner. Frazier tried to draw the charge there. I would actually call that a good no call, not much contact. DeCruz goes in. Her finger roll attempt is no good. The Magicians have it. 2:30 remaining in the half. Velasquez goes down and saves that one to Frazier. Highlanders the 1-point lead, 16-15. Hutchinson goes into the paint, and she is fouled as Maddie Erskine's going to get called for the foul.
And she was very smart to put the shot up. Wasn't much of an opportunity, but she got it up on the glass, and he's able to get 2 shots here, Todd.
2 shots for Hutchinson. First shot is up, no good. As you can see right here, Hutchinson goes in, gets the contact, and puts that shot up so she can have the 2 shots. Chiara Velati checks into the game along with West. Hutchinson's second free throw is up. It's no good. Ooh. That one almost got me.
Close one, close one.
Instead, Marblehead will inbound directly in front of us. Erskine has it. She running the point now with Gable out of the game with some foul trouble.
There we go.
Runner right there for Gillette. And that will give the Magicians the lead again, 17-16. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Frazier tried to hit Seeley cutting towards the ball. Instead, it's a turnover to the Magicians. As O'Sullivan has it, she'll kick it out. Loewy's shot is up. It's no good. Rebound fought for. Put back up. No good. Magicians still come away with it. As Loewy has it, she'll did not maintain the position of her pivot foot. Turns it over on the travel. 1:36 remaining in the half. The Highlanders trailing by 1, but they do have the ball. Hutchinson over to West in the right corner. Back to Frazier. So they get it to Chiara Velati. She loses her balance a little bit, and the foot moved. Minute 20 remaining in the half. Magicians have the ball in the 1-point lead. Loewy with the penetration. Her runner is up. It's no good. Frazier comes away with a rebound. Feeds it up to Hutchinson as she runs the floor. She'll pull it back. Feeds it off to Chiara Velati. Off to Frazier. And the foul is going to be called a hand check. As Kat Candelaria gets called with the hand check. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 is going to be Frazier. A minute remaining in the half. It's the first personal foul against Candelaria. 8th team foul against the Magicians. As Frazier's shot is up, it's no good. Back the other direction, Caitlin Seeley, a nice job, active hands there. She prevented an easy basket there. 53 seconds remaining in the half. Magicians looking to extend their 1-point lead. Inbounds comes in. Loewy, 2-point shot from the left corner, no good. Weak side rebound pulled away by the Magicians as Gillette gets it, but Hutchinson able to steal it away. 40 seconds remaining in the half. Hutchinson feeds it over to Frazier. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled away by the Magicians, back the other direction. Loewy has it in the corner. Feeds it off to Gillette. Fought for. Frazier comes away with it. 14 seconds left. They try to get it out to West ahead of the pack, but she can't quite get there. So with 9.7 seconds remaining in the half, the Magicians will inbounds. They have the full court to go.
And I'm sure if they look at the replay of this, Todd, Jill's going to be admonished for not just holding the ball, controlling the last few. There's plenty of time to set up or perhaps go in herself and pass off.
9.7 seconds remaining. Magicians looking for the final shot of the half with a 1-point lead. It's Candelaria. Puts it up, no good. Hutchinson gets the rebound, and that will do it for the first half of play. As the Magicians have the 1-point lead, we go to halftime. The Magicians leading 17-16 over your Somerville Highlanders. You are watching Somerville Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15. We are back at Broome Field House. Highlanders trailing the Magicians of Marblehead by the score of 17-16. As the first quarter, the Highlanders came out electrified, very, very motivated, got the lead, led at the end of the first quarter, 12-11. Unfortunately, outscored by 2 points in the second quarter, but definitely in this game, 17-16 is the score, Jack. As we moved here to the second half, turnovers have been the story of the season thus far for the Highlanders. Something different right now. They have fewer turnovers than they have points.
And Todd, one of the this could easily be an 8 or 10 point Highlander lead because they've done a nice job of dealing with the press both at midcourt, three-quarter court, and full court. They've gotten that last pass. Unfortunately, it's either been a little bit too long, a little too strong, and have missed some tremendous opportunities against the press. So let's see if we've worked on that a little bit at halftime, Todd, as we get ready to go.
No doubt about it, as the Highlanders will have the ball inbounding directly in front of us. Bridget Frazier will do that. She feeds it off to Hutchinson. And we are underway here in the second half. Clock seemed to stop a little late. There we go. The shot clock had not started, so he let 3 seconds run off the shot clock. And the Highlanders with it as Frazier got double teamed, tried to feed it to the inside, stolen away by Lichterov, but off of her legs as she tried to steal that one away. Out of bounds, the Highlanders will get it. And we'll see that pressure applied by Marblehead once again, see if they adjusted any as they're back in the three-quarter court. Hutchinson with the ball. They are reluctant to trap Hutchinson because they know she is one of the better ball handlers for the Highlanders. Nice job there as Velasquez able to get it up to Frazier. So they feed it down to McEwen. She feeds it over to Velasquez, whose shot is up. It's no good. Weak side rebound pulled away by McEwen as they work it to the top of the key. Hutchinson feeds it over to the right corner, and there is the three-pointer for Elizabeth McEwen.
Very nice ball handling, Todd. Moved around, got Elizabeth wide open in the corner.
So they start the second half the way they started the first with a McEwen three-pointer. However, Magicians able to answer back as Lowy makes the three from the left wing. And the Magicians able to steal that ball away. Gable has it now. They feed it to the interior where O'Sullivan has it back out to Gable. So they work it around the perimeter against the 2-3 zone of the Somerville Highlanders. O'Sullivan, nice touch there as she puts that one in. Those are her first points of the contest.
Quite a surprise, Todd, because it looks like she's pretty athletic, and I'm surprised she had no points in the first half.
3-point lead now for the Magicians. Caitlin Seeley takes a shot. It's no good. The baseline jumper. Gable back quickly the other direction. She looks to go coast to coast, kicks it back out. O'Sullivan will handle that pass. Back out to Gable at the point. Three-pointer put up by Lichterov. It is no good. Highlanders do not get the rebound, though. The Magicians have it. The three-pointer put up by Lowy is no good. Her follow-up is no good as well. Good position there by Elizabeth McEwen as she's able to pull away the rebound. Bridget Frazier now quickly. She goes up for the shot. No good. Tried to draw a foul there, I believe. Gable back quickly the other direction. Tries to feed it to the cutting O'Sullivan. Goes through her hands, but Lowy there to collect it. O'Sullivan now will kiss that one off the backboard in for two. It's Hutchinson now with it. She's trapped. Feeds it over to Frazier. Frazier able to break the press. Feeds it to Caitlin Seeley. Her baseline jumper is up, and it's good.
And it looks like they're trying to work O'Sullivan against Frazier, knowing that Bridget has a couple of fouls.
Bridget Frazier with 2 fouls. So they feed it into O'Sullivan. Lichtarov's three-pointer is no good. Rebound attempted by Erskine. Her putback is no good. Bridget Frazier with the ball now. Hutchinson's three-pointer is put up. It's no good. Lichterov gets the rebound. She feeds O'Sullivan over to Lowy. Lowy's three-pointer from the left corner, no good. Hutchinson gets the rebound, feeds it forward. Velasquez with it. Her shot is up, and she is fouled. As Lichterov is going to get called for that foul. That's her first team foul of the second half for the Magicians, and Velasquez will be at the line for 2. Highlanders trailing here 24-21. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. First shot by Velasquez is no good. Highlanders struggling from the free throw line. They are 1 for 6 from the free throw line so far today. Second shot by the Velasquez, no good. Very quickly back is Leela Walton. She feeds Lowy. Lowy's right wing three is good. Maddie Lowy gives Magicians the 6-point lead, 21-27. Later to Cruz in the game now for the Highlanders. Feeds it down to Farina. Farina with her shot, no good. And the Magicians will turn that one over.
And the dilemma that the high school might run into, Todd, is as you mentioned, the free throw situation. In a game like this, free throws could be a huge factor in the ball game. Being down 6 right now, it's only a 2-possession game, but free throws are going to be vital as we move on into this contest.
Absolutely. So they feed it inside. Chiaravalati gets called for the travel. She was trying to work with her back to the basket there. Ended up traveling, a little stutter step, so the Magicians will have it with a 6-point lead. 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Walton with the shot, and it is good for 2 as Leela Walton puts that one home. Hutchinson gets her pocket picked by Gable. Gable goes in and puts it up and in. timeout is called. Highlanders now trailing by 10, 31-21, 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. Not the way the Highlanders wanted to come out here in the third quarter,
No,
Jack.
Todd, well, 1 point halftime is just evaporate to a 10-point Magicians lead, largely due to the Highlanders' inability to capitalize, and the free throw shooting has not been good here in this period. On the Magicians side of things, they've heated up, making some outside shots. We've seen Lowry hit a couple of threes from outside, in addition to Layla Walton. So the Magicians have warmed up from the outside. It'll be up to the Highlanders to claw their way back in by being aggressive on defense and to be able to finish on some of those breakaway baskets that have been plaguing them in this particular period. 2 or 3 attempts have just not gone well for the Highlanders.
Yeah, some textbook offense there for the Magicians here in the third quarter. They started the quarter going into the interior to O'Sullivan, and she made the first 2 baskets for the Magicians. But then as the Highlanders' zone defense went down, collapsed down to defend her, the outlet passes to the outside, and then they've been able to hit those outside shots. The 3-quarter court press now. Hutchinson able to break the pressure. She will go into the paint for the layup. A little underhanded action there, and she puts it home off the glass. Good penetration and finish by Joe Hutchinson. As Walton collects that one for the Magicians, she dribbles into the paint. Her shot is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled away by Gillette. So they work it around the perimeter. The pass to the interior, and a foul is called against the Highlanders, as Erskine went up with that one. Or I'm sorry, that is Gillette as well. She will go to the line for 2. Foul was called against Chiara Vellotti. That's her first team foul for the Highlanders in the second half. First free throw is up, no good by Gillette. She's 1 for 3 from the foul line tonight. Second shot rolls out, and a violation is called. Lane violation is called against Gillette. Paul Moran not happy, head coach for the Magicians, disagreeing with that lane violation. Islanders looking to handle this pressure as Hutchinson's able to break it across midcourt. Gets the screen from West, feeds it down to McEwen. Her corner 3 is no good. The Magicians back the other direction with the 8-point lead. As Gable, I should say, drives in and gets fouled. It's going to go against Elizabeth McEwen. That's her first personal foul, second team foul. Two shots now for Gable. 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. First shot by Gable is no good. Bridget Frazier checks back into the game. Second shot by Gable, no good as well. Rebound pulled out by the Magicians, though, as Walton has it. Feeds it back to Gable in the right wing. And the foul is going to be called as Hutchinson gets called for the reach-in. That's Jill's second personal foul. Third team foul against the Highlanders in the second half. So Magicians will inbounds. Highlanders looking to get a defensive stop here as O'Sullivan feeds it over. Shot is up. It's no good for Gillette. O'Sullivan able to pick that one up and put it in. She has 6 points now here in the third quarter. And a 10-point lead for the Magicians. Hutchinson able to break the pressure, feeds it down to McEwen. Her three-pointer is up, and it's good from the right corner. 7-point lead now for the Magicians as the Highlanders look for a defensive stop. O'Sullivan down in the low block, and a foul's going to be called on the rebound as Erskine went over the back of West. That's second personal against Erskine, second team foul against the Magicians. Highlanders trailing by 7. As West tried to get that one over to Hutchinson, but off target with that pass.
Bridget Frazier was just a couple of steps away, and she just overlooked her and went wide, and unfortunately couldn't make the pass.
Gable using her quickness, and she's able to finish. Back to a 9-point lead for the Magicians. West feeds it back to Frazier. Frazier now will try to break the pressure, but Gable able to pick it away. As Hutchinson fouls Walton to prevent her the easy layup. She'll go to the line with Walton for 2. Minute 4 remaining here in the third quarter. First shot by Walton, no good. Second shot, no good. Out of bounds off of the Highlanders. So the Magicians will inbounds underneath the basket. As O'Sullivan gets it, she puts it up immediately. And a foul is going to be called, a push-off underneath. That's going to go against Maddie Erskine. That's her third personal foul. 3 team fouls against the Magicians. And Gable looking to steal that one away. Foul's going to be called as Gable was able to get her hands on it, steal it away, and the foul is called against the Highlanders as Elizabeth McEwen gets it called against her. 2 personals against Elizabeth. 5 team fouls against the Highlanders. 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 9. Gable has it. Goes to O'Sullivan. Kicks it back out to Walton. Walton looking for some help. Will give it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's runner in the paint. Up, no good. Rebound fought for. Gable trying to get it. Hutchinson as well down on the floor is Caitlin Seeley. And the ball is tied up. The Magicians will get it on the alternating possession. 28.3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot clock is off.
Big stop needed here, Todd. Big stop needed here. And there.
O'Sullivan gets the inbounds, drives it in, and puts it home for the 11-point lead. Frazier, McEwen, and Hutchinson bringing up floor. 14 seconds remaining as she passes midcourt. Pass by Hutchinson, stolen away by Gable. Gable now, with time, feeds it off. Shot is up, no good. We have a jump ball, so on the alternating possession, the Highlanders will get it with with 1.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Frazier will inbounds. She gets it into Hutchinson. No shot taken, and that will end the third quarter as the Magicians pulled away. Came into that quarter leading by 1. They outscored the Highlanders by 10. They lead by 11, 37-26. Not a great quarter for the Highlanders.
Not at all, Todd. And it's Darcy O'Sullivan, the senior co-captain, is the story. She's got 8 points. Could have had a couple more baskets on some putbacks and it rolled around the rim. Going inside has been the story, and the Magicians have capitalized on the Somerville turnovers. The number of shots that the Highlands have taken is almost 1/2 of what they've had in the second quarter. As a result, Elizabeth McEwen's 2 threes and just a Jill Hutchinson basket and one basket by Caitlin Seeley have left the Highlanders with this deficit. Although 9 points seems like, 11 points seems like a lot, with the 3-point shot and some good defensive stops, they can get right back in that. The key will be making the free throws, Todd. That's going to be the story, is making free throws. We're only a foul away from going into the bonus for the Highlanders.
So we move to the fourth quarter of play. The Highlanders trailing by 11. Marblehead will be inbounding directly in front of our broadcast position. As Gillette gets it in to Gable. Gable kicks it out. Lowy with it. Back over to Gable. A little miscommunication there as Gable passed it behind O'Sullivan after she had cut towards the basket. So the Highlanders get it on the turnover. Magicians not able to set their pressure. Hutchinson goes in and draws contact and a foul. She will go to the line for 2. We'll see who got called on that one. I believe it was O'Sullivan.
It has not been posted as yet.
First shot by McEwen, or I should say by Hutchinson, is good. The Highlanders want to come back in this game. They're going to have to be able to hit their free throws. 2 for 8 from the line right now for the game.
And the important thing is the clock is stopped, Todd, and that's a chance to get back in it.
Second one is good for Hutchinson. So 3 for 9 on the game for the Highlanders. 9-point lead as Lowy puts it up and in. That's a 2-point shot. Her foot was on the line. 11-point lead once again for the Magicians. Hutchinson feeds it to McEwen. Hutchinson has it again. Defended well there by Walton. She tries to get it off to Frazier. Frazier has it now on the left wing. She penetrates into the paint. Her shot is up, no good. Magicians get the rebound, and a foul is going to be called as Velasquez reached in.
And it's clear, Todd, that the Highlanders are trying to get inside, obviously hoping to draw the foul, but to get inside, potentially get the foul, stop the clock, and try and get a few free throws. Some defensive stops here are going to be absolutely essential here as we knocked a minute off here of the fourth quarter. The Magicians have done a nice job shooting from the outside, and Highlanders are going to have to be very aggressive going for the ball.
As they are able to get it to Walton, defended by Frazier. Highlanders in a man-to-man defense now, foregoing the zone. They've been in most of this game. O'Sullivan looking for some help, finds Lowy in the corner. Back out to Gable. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and the errant pass is fielded by Velasquez. Frazier puts it up forward towards DeCruz, and DeCruz with a nice shot there gets under the scoring sheet, cutting it to a 9-point lead for the Magicians. Gable defended by DeCruz, feeds it off to Walton. Walton into the paint, kicks it out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's shot is no good. Weak side rebound by Walton. Her putback is no good, but Hutchinson is going to get called for the foul.
And Dela Cruz did a nice job of preventing the first layup. Unfortunately, Jill Hutchinson picked up the foul, but it was a nice shot down at one end to come back and play good defense down here.
So Hutchinson picks up her third. Actually, no, that'll be her fourth personal. I missed one somewhere along the line. So 4 personal fouls on Jill Hutchinson. Best ball handler for the Highlanders as Walton puts home the front end of the 1-and-1. Hutchinson takes a seat. Frazier on the floor for the Highlanders, along with Seeley, Velasquez, West, and DeCruz. Walton's second is good. It's once again an 11-point lead for the Magicians. It's West, Frazier, and Velasquez bringing it up floor. West had come across the midcourt line. Feeds it to Frazier, over to West. Her Three-pointer from the right wing, no good, as it looked like it went halfway down the cylinder and bounced out. Gable puts it up from three, no good. Rebound fought for, Magicians got the putback, no good, and West came down with it that time, and she's fouled. So that foul is going to go against Simone Lichterov. Oh, my apologies. Actually, they call it got Erskine on that. That's her fourth personal. As Seeley gets it after breaking the pressure. Velasquez now picked up her dribble, looks for help. Frazier provides it. Frazier kicks it to West. West from the corner. Her shot is good for three. Eight-point lead now for the Magicians. 5:15 remaining in the game. Little turnaround baby hook, no good. Rebound run down by Gable. She's defended by DeCruz. Shot is put up by Erskine, no good. West with good position. A little hard on the pass to Velasquez, but she's able to control it over to Frazier.
And I won't be surprised we'll see Jill Hutchins back in pretty soon, even though she's got a few fouls. It's going to be important to have that ball handling skills, Todd.
Velasquez misses the three. West gets called for the foul on the rebound. And the Magicians in the bonus will be shooting 1-1. It's Jada West's second personal foul, eighth team foul against the Highlanders here in the second half. 4:44 remaining in the game. The Highlanders trailing by 8, 33-41. Gillette at the line. Front end of the 1-1 is good. Second free throw by Gillette. Rolls out. Frazier with the rebound. Frazier to West in the corner. Her three-pointer is up. It's no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Whittier. And a travel is going to be called as Gable was trapped in the corner. So the turnover goes back to the Highlanders.
And Todd, try and get inside should be a big emphasis for the Highlanders now, trying to come back and, again, to stop the clock. These three-point shots allow for those long rebounds.
Bridget Frazier with the three-pointer, and Lowy able to come away with the rebound, and the timeout was called as she was trapped in the corner. So timeout taken by Marblehead.
And Todd, Bridget Frazier has done a good job of handling the ball in place of Jill Hutchinson. I think she's got the ability to get a little close to the basket to try and penetrate again, to either draw the foul and get on the free throw line, again stopping the clock. This is not an insurmountable lead. There's still plenty of time here in the game at this particular point. But the Highlanders can't rely on the three-point shot for all of the offense. They've got to look inside. The clock shot, the shot clock goes down. Sure, you toss it out to the corner if you need to, but the penetration inside and a better look at the basket is certainly going to be a big assist to the Highlanders in their comeback effort.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw what the Magicians did in the third quarter as they worked the ball to the interior to Darcy O'Sullivan, and that opened up that outside shooting they were able to have success with towards the end of that period. The Highlanders need to mirror that, like you're talking about, Jack, get the ball to the interior, get some good shots from the interior to bring that defense back inside.
Get that ball low in the paint, up fake, stop the clock, go to the free throw line. Work yourself back into the game that way, and some good defensive stops here. Be a big help to the Highlanders.
Yep, 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the game. The Crews knocked that one out of bounds. So the Magicians will inbounds. A full court press being applied by the Highlanders, man to man. As the Crews, good active hands there. Knocks it out of bounds once again.
Good pressure on the ball. DeCruz is quick enough to knock that ball loose.
The Crew's showing some nice defensive chops against the point guard Gable. Gable finds Whittier underneath for the 2, though. So Highlanders being pressured. West has it as she'll bring it across the midcourt line. She goes into the paint, goes up for the shot, and the foul is called. She will go to the line for 2.
Just like we talked about, going inside, trying to go to the basket for the higher percentage shot, draw the foul, go to the free throw line. Now we're going to make him. Here's West going in, absolutely getting hammered on the way in.
The let got called for that one. West's first free throw is up. It's no good. As Elizabeth McEwen checks back into the game for the Highlanders. 3:52 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 11. West's second shot is no good. Frazier fighting for the rebound. It's tipped out to Lowy, though. Inside, Walton has it from the right block. She puts it up and in.
A little bit too easy on that, Todd. A little bit too easy.
Frazier feeds McEwen over to West, and they get it across the timeline. Back over to Frazier. She'll kick it, try to kick it back out to West at the top of the key, but it's stolen away as Walton has it. She goes in for the layup. No good. She misses the bunny there. Velasquez comes away with it as McEwen feeds it forward. There's Frazier, and she will hit the bunny. As Bridget gets her first points of the contest.
And I'd like to see Frazier go in the basket a little bit more frequently.
Lowy with a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Caitlin Seeley there. Good job getting position on that long rebound, and the foul is going to be called against the Magicians.
I think that was Bridget Gable that got the foul on that one, Todd. Yep,
that is Gable. That's her third personal. 7th team foul against the Magicians, so both teams in the bonus, shooting free throws the remaining 3 minutes of this game. Seeley at the line, 1-1. Shot up, no good by Caitlin. Gable running the point, defended by Velasquez. She goes into the paint. Shot is up, it's no good. Hutchinson defending there, taking chances as she has 4 fouls. Hutchinson defended by Gable. Tries to slice between 2 players. Gable able to reach in and pull it away. Gable feeds it off to Walton. Walton's shot is up, it's no good. Velasquez fighting for it, but Walton comes away with it. And it is out of bounds off of the Magicians. So with 2:22 remaining in the game, Highlanders will have the ball.
Still time, Todd, still time. The Magicians have not been very good at handling the ball themselves, so the Highlanders certainly aren't out of it. Making those free throws is going to be key.
Hutchinson brings it across midcourt. 2:15 remaining, drills behind her back, feeds it off to Frazier, back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives into the paint. Her shot is up. It's no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. And that's what you're talking about, Jack. These opportunities at the line, the clock is not running. So that's how you can get back into this game at the line. You're making points without giving up time.
And here we go again. Here's Jill looking for the inside, going to the hoop. Nice aggressive move. And
Hutchinson
makes it
making
pay
the
off.
first. 10-point lead now for the Magicians, 36-46. 2:08 remaining in the game. Second shot up by Hutchinson is no good. And O'Sullivan comes away with the rebound. Gable's going to slow everything down here.
And there's no 10-second in women's basketball. You can take as long as you want coming up from the backcourt, although you still have to deal with the shot clock.
A nice steal there by the Highlanders as Frazier and McEwen able to get their hands in there on the bounce pass, knock it away. Velasquez was able to control it, And then a foul's called as McEwen got the ball back. And once again, the Highlanders have the opportunity to get points without the clock running.
And making the free throws is going to be the story. We got to make those.
Not for nothing, a minute 50 remaining in the game. Gable just picked up her 4th foul as well. As McEwen's free throw is up and good. Gable, of course, the best ball handler on the floor for the Magicians. McEwen's second shot is up, and it's good. Full court pressure being applied now by the Highlanders as the ball comes in to Lichterov. Lichterov feeds it off to Erskine, and she'll break the pressure. Minute 40 remaining in the game. Bridget Frazier trying to reach in there, can't get it. Lowy thought about it. She'll put it on the floor and kick it out. O'Sullivan with it now, feeds it to Erskine, and we have a timeout on the floor.
And the Magicians, Todd, are wisely eating up some of the clock. You've got 30 seconds to get a shot off. They're going to take as much time as they possibly can in order to make the clock be their friend and work against the Highlanders. Good strategy, but still, the Highlanders certainly are not out of it at this particular point. Remember that three-point shot can be effective, but stopping the clock is going to be the high school's friend. Going to the basket, high percentage shot for layup or get fouled. Making the free throws is certainly going to be a big plus for the Highlanders.
No doubt about that. That all begins with the Highlanders playing strong defense, though. They can't allow Marblehead to extend this lead. It's an 8-point Marblehead lead, over a minute remaining in the game. So the Highlanders do have the opportunity to get back into this one, but they've got to D it up in order to get their offensive opportunities.
Absolutely key stop necessary here, Todd, with just 12 seconds left to clog the middle and force the Magicians to put it up from outside and be in position to get the rebound.
Yep. 12 seconds on the shot clock as Lowy will inbound to the right of the basket. See what Coach Moran has drawn up here. Feeding it into O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets it down to Erskine. Her shot is up on the turnaround and good. Timeout immediately taken as the Magicians get the 10-point lead.
Being an aggressive now from outside is certainly going to be the plus. 10 points, a couple of threes, but aggressive defense in order to try and get back into this at this particular point, Todd. The Magicians are wisely going to try and eat up the clock when they get hands on the ball. Time is certainly going to be a factor, but we've seen many an opportunity for teams to come back with defensive stop, a couple of baskets, they can get right back in it.
No doubt about it. So the Highlanders have shown they can hit the three-pointer. Elizabeth McEwen certainly can hit the three-pointer, as can Jada West. They are already stationed down on the offensive side for the Highlanders on either corner, with Frazier, Seeley, and Hutchinson handling the ball here, bringing it up floor. Minute 25 remaining in the game as Hutchinson quickly across midcourt. Feeds it down to McEwen. McEwen's three-pointer is partially blocked in the corner by Erskine. Out of bounds, off the Magicians. A minute 16 remaining now. Highlanders trailing by 10, 48 to 38. Oh, it was off of the Highlanders.
Oh. A little confused because it looks like the official signaled Highlander ball, but obviously she corrected herself.
So now Gable content just to stay back. Hutchinson will challenge her. Three-pointer put up, no good. Highlanders back the other direction, just under a minute remaining in the game as Hutchinson brings it up floor. Jada West puts it up from the left wing, no good. Weak side rebound by Maddie Erskine. And she brings it up floor, and she is tripped. The foul is going to be called. I think that's going to go against, and it will Jill Hutchinson. She's going to foul out of this game with 48.3 seconds left in it.
And it's a little frustrating for Jill because she's had a pretty good ball game so far, handling the ball, did a nice job in trying to penetrate. As I said early in the game, she was a lot more aggressive going to the basket than we saw early on in the year. So she's maturing a little bit, getting a little more confidence going to the hoop, Todd.
No doubt about that. As Maddie Erskine now at the line, shooting 1 and 1. First one is up and it's good. 9-point lead, or I should say 11-point lead, my apologies, for the Magicians. Erskine looks to add to that. Second shot up and good. Velasquez feeds it forward to Caitlin Seeley. Almost stolen away by Gable. Out of bounds off of the Magicians. Bridget Frazier will inbounds this one. Trying to find Seeley. A little too high for her. Lowy has it with 40 seconds remaining. As Seeley was doing everything she could to foul Lowy before she got to the free throw line. She got it called. Two shots for Lowy in the double bonus now. 36.8 seconds remaining in the game. First shot by Lowy is good. Second shot by Lowy is good.
Hey, don't let him roll. Come on, Monica. Let's go, Get back. Don't foul.
And Frazier feeding McEwen in the corner, knocked away.
Go. Give it up.
As Marblehead now with the ball.
There's no reason for Marblehead to hurry at this point. They've got a lead and the clock on their side. No reason to hurry at all.
Frazier feeds it forward to Seeley. Seeley feeds it to McEwen. Back out to Velasquez. Somebody's got to take a shot here. So they feed it around the horn, giving it to Jada West. She'll take the shot. That is a foul. 8.6 seconds remaining in the game. Jada West will go to the line shooting 2. First shot by Jada is up. No good off the back iron. Highlanders struggling from the free throw line this evening. Second one by West, no good. Off the back iron. It's Marblehead looking to put an exclamation point on this victory, and they will with the layup there. And that will do it as the Highlanders losing tonight by the score of 38-54. They came out very, very effectively in the first half, Jack, but that third quarter just weren't able to keep up offensively with what the Magicians were doing.
And Magicians went down low. Darcy O'Sullivan picked up those 3 or 4 baskets in the third period to establish the lead, and the Highlanders just could not play catch-up, plagued by some turnovers, and as we mentioned earlier, the inability to hit free throws kept them a good distance away, and at the end it was just Marblehead was just a little bit too strong at the offensive end. As a result, a 1-point halftime lead eroded to a convincing win for the Magicians.
Yeah, the Magicians pulling away in the second half. as they led by 1 at the half. The Highlanders just couldn't quite stick with them in the second half. As you pointed out, the free throws really, really difficult for the Highlanders there in the second half. So the Highlanders go to 1-8 on the season. Marblehead wins their third in a row, going to 5-6 on the season. So the Highlanders, we have a scheduling change. They would be playing on Sunday at Tufts University, but we have some winter weather coming in this weekend, so things will be moved to Super Bowl Sunday. So the next time the Highlanders will be playing will be next week and will not be on Sunday. So a loss tonight for the Highlanders. They move to 1-8 on the season. And I know Sheila Fritas-Haley really wanted this victory tonight with what happened earlier today being voted out of the NEC.
That's right, and we'll have more to follow up on that as we learn more over the next few days, Todd. But not great news for the former GBL teams to be out and all looking for a place to go at this particular time. But give the Magicians credit. They had a great second half to pull away here tonight.
Absolutely, they did. So the Highlanders losing tonight by the score of 54-38. And thank you very much for watching. Jack, thank you very much for being here with me tonight again. And I had a lot of fun. But unfortunately, a loss again for the Highlanders. You have been watching Somerville Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15.